Alright guys, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a flashlight today. And so we're going to start with going to File, New, and I'm going to try and select the, let's do Small Objects Inches template. Alright, and we're going to start with a cylinder. So I'm going to do Solid Cylinder, and at this point we're going to type in our location. So I'm going to do 0, 0. Now it types in up here automatically. I don't actually have to like click up in here, but I'm going to make sure my mouse is in my front viewport before I press enter so that it actually goes in that spot. So I hit enter, and now it's asking for my radius. My radius is going to be 0.75. So again, I can just type it in and hit enter. And now I need to put my length in. And let's do a length of 5.5. And I'll bring my mouse. I guess I hit enter. There we go. So I wanted it to sit this way. So I'm going to do a transform, rotate. So I'm going to click on this and rotate it. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to turn on my O-snap center. And I'm going to try and O-snap to the center of the back there. So I'm going to snap in my perspective viewport. So you'll see send. And now I'll bring the mouse over here and click again. And I can sort of sit that around. There. Now I like to use when I draft, I like to do the perspective viewport in shaded. So if I right click on perspective, I can go to shaded display. So that gives me a little bit better of an idea of what we got going on. Alright, so the next step is to do a solid truncated cone. And I'm going to O-snap again to the center right here. And my radius this time is going to be 0.875. And my end radius is going to be 1. Enter, and then my diameter is going to be 2, and I'll bring my mouse, whoops, hold on, let's try one more time. Solid truncated cone, base of truncated cone right here, and at the radius, 0.18, 0.875, end of truncated cone. I guess you can't hit enter. Last year you could hit enter like in the old Rhino, but this is sort of a little different. Let's try again. Solid truncated cone. We're going to click right there. And 0.875. Let's hit enter in this view. Enter. And then the end of the truncated cone is going to be 2, like a distance of 2. Oh, look at how awful this is working out. And the radius of the top is supposed to be 1, but this is not cooperating. Ha! I did not want it to go that way. We'll do a transform rotate from here to here, and we'll pop it around like that. We're all learning together. So we'll take this guy. I'm going to do a transform copy. And I'm going to copy from like the center here. And I want to turn my grid snap on. And I'm going to bring up 2 snaps out. And then I'm going to right click to end it. So now I've got these 2. So now I want to union these 2. When you union something, it means making 2 solids into 1. And then I'm going to difference this out of here. So it's like an extruded cut. I'm going to extrude this out of here. So I'm going to go to Solid Union. And I want to union this and that. And then you can do a right click as an enter. And now I'm going to do a solid difference. And I want to subtract from this solid, right click, this, right click. And that gives us that flashlight model. So the next step is we're going to make the cavity for the batteries. So I'm going to go to Solid Cylinder, and I'm going to snap to the center in the back here, and my diameter is going to be 0.625. I'm going to make sure I have my mouse in my front viewport. 0.625. Enter. And the end of the cylinder, I'm just going to bring it all the way through and click. Because I'm going to select this once. I'm just going to zoom in and I'm just going to drag it 1 snap so that's not touching the back. And then I'm going to do that solid difference. Subtract from here, right click, this guy, right click. And then that sort of deletes that inner section so we can put our batteries in there. Alright? So the next step we're going to do is we're going to do a solid cylinder, and I want to O-snap to the center and 0.7 625 is going to be my radius. I'm going to click in this viewport as I'm going to hit enter in this viewport. And I want it to be really thin. So just like one snap thick. Then I'm going to turn my grid snap off, but leave my ortho on and drag it a little bit like that. Alright. So that's as far as I hope you guys can get today. Let's drag it a little bit further. There we go. That's as far as I hope you guys get today.